Catching up with Sarah and Ginny, fueled by laughter and insights aplenty. Curiosity, connection, and learning that sticks. Real talk, real lives with practical tips. Welcome to Catching Up with Sarah and Ginny. Come on in. Come on in.
Hello, Nick, and here we are at the Schools and Academies show. So, can you start off by introducing yourself, tell us what you do, please?
Thank you. Well, I'm Nick, or my grown-up title now is Dr. Nicole Ponsford, which is very exciting. Just got my doctorate in EdTech and Inclusion. And I am the founder and CEO of the Global Equality Collective, GEC, and I'm also the co-head of education for Microlink.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Absolutely fabulous. So, very busy, I should think, at the moment with so much that's happening with technology.
Yeah.
It's kind of, we were saying your worlds are probably colliding in a beautiful way.
They are. I normally straddle both sides, but it's lovely to see, particularly events like this, that where I've been working in this space for 25 years, actually, those two sides are coming together. And each year, I think we're starting to see the opportunities that technology can do to help our kids, like this is a technology. But also, I think in the back of house, we're helping us get it right and really help more marginalised voices in education, which is my sweet spot.
Brilliant. So you were straddling, now you're venning. Are you Venn diagramming a lot more? I love a Venn diagram. I absolutely love one.
Thanks. And I have the mic now. I love that as well. Thank you. So, Nick, wonderful to meet you. What I would love to know, with all of the wonderful work that you're doing, do you have a particular wow moment that you would like to share with us?
I do. And I think there's been several, because I've had quite a roller coaster, I think. And there's been good wows and bad wows. So which kind of wow would you like?
Give us a good wow. You're kind of, at the end of a number of interviews that we know have all been really inspiring. So something to end on, which is really powerful, would be wonderful.
I think what I've been able to do, with the GEC, I've created a collective of experts, which we're now 400 strong. So that's quite a wow.
That's amazing.
And then we've got the GEC platform, which we've now got in hundreds of schools across 30 countries. So I've got quite a lot of tough wow. And then I think the third bit is now the research. So I think that's probably the biggest one, where we got to last Christmas and I realised we'd surveyed 18,000 staff and students. We got to the summer and it's 26,000 voices, and we've just put our inclusion index. And just this morning, we've got to 32,000. We've surveyed nearly 20,000 students.
That's amazing.
And 12,000 members of staff, with a whole new way of looking at SEND and looking at, how we can better serve the people in our building. So that's probably a big wow moment.
That's a huge wow moment, Nick. And I'm going to be looking a little bit more at all of this. So thank you for this. Love it.
Absolutely. So, moving on, if SEND were a song, Nick, what would it be and why?
Well, people who know me I love my gigs. I love my music. And I think I keep having to kind of go for different playlists of where I'm going to go with this. So I'm a bit torn between Chemical Brothers and Go, because I do think, Galvanise would be another song, is something I think we need to be looking at. But I think probably the Rebel MC and Know How, because I think SEND is very much not about just what you know, but understanding what you don't know. And I think those of us, when we're working with underserved people who, for me, school was my safe place when I was a little girl. It's those members of staff that see beyond their own lived experience, really see you and use their toolkit to help you. I think they're the best in SEND. So I think, Know How would be my word, my song.
I love that. And I love that. We have a Spotify playlist.
Yes. So you will be added. And it resonates so much with us, isn't it? It's about the individuals who we have in front of us. We've had so many conversations about being curious about individuals, about actually giving time to individuals to get to know them. So that just fits in beautifully, doesn't it, Sarah?
I love it. And it adds a bit of a change to our playlist as well. So I'm loving that. Yeah.
Disrupt.
Yeah. We may actually add all three of those, actually. I think
they're yours.
That's quite nice. Thank you very much. That's wonderful. Okay, so our next question is, and again, you can disrupt away with this one, is if you were going to recommend a book,
Yeah.
what book might you? It could be a children's book, it could be a book you've read, anything.
So the former English teacher and now parent of 3 kids, I've got a lot
Love that.
of books.
Yeah.
And also another plug on our GC website, which I'm sure there'll be a link to. We've created the biggest collection of inclusion and wellbeing books that's out there.
Fabulous.
So we've just put a load in for obviously everyone's reading next year because it's National Year Reading.
Yeah.
In our circle, we've got Jamie Oliver's Dyslexic Revolution. So we've just put a load of dyslexia friendly books in. We've got books about, for young readers. And I say adult books, but I mean grown up books. So we've got all the books in there. So I love reading. I think for this, one of the books that really resonates, and I think for me working where I am, there's a book called Skin to State by Cash Caraway. And it really talks to the lived experience of being like a single mum and what it's like. And I think in schools, when we think about SEND, we can think about disabilities, invisible disabilities. We don't always understand, because of our own privileges and our, the way that we've got into our professions, we don't always understand what it's like from being from a low socioeconomic status. And my research has illustrated that parents from single parent families, staff and students have the least sense of belonging in schools. So I think the more we can understand, if we haven't got that lived experience about different demographics, that helps. So I would say Skin to State, it's a great read, a bit different.
I'm loving that. I'm loving that. And also that sense of belonging. I think that is so key. I think that's something that with everything that we're working on. So thank you for that, Nick. I am just now another few songs and books to find out about and to keep us busy later, Ginny. So wonderful. But thank you. Thank you so much.
And I just think it's fascinating the research that you've done and the data that you've got that you can pull together to, to see what is actually happening, what is happening, what trends are on and such like. To be able to have that much data is phenomenal, isn't it? So yes, so I'm going to be playlists, I'm going to be books, I'm going to be looking on your website just to see all of that, because sometimes in schools we can inadvertently be quite siloed, and it might be because we've been in a school for a certain amount of time. It might be the demographics of the school, and the work that you're doing is broadening that out for us all. So that is very, very exciting. So thank you so much, Nick. It's been absolutely brilliant. Sarah, it's always a pleasure.
Never a chore.
Thank you
very much.
Thanks for joining us this time on Catching Up with Sarah and Ginny.
Always a pleasure and never a chore.